Humble Effects. Today we are discussing an update of the last video we posted here, the awesome strategy for scalping the boom and crash. Alright, remember our strategy says we trade at the lowest level, we zoom out once like this. Alright, now for those that miss the settings, we will get the settings for you. This is the settings. First, the main chart will have fractals, which is not useful, just to decorate the chart. If you wish, you can add it. You don't mind, you can leave it. All right, now the next one is moving average. That is moving average. 200 period is 200, shift is 0, method is exponential, apply to close. Then your pixel, you choose the one you like, but I choose black. All right, now the window indicator one, you have the RSI, relative RSI 6. The pixel is 2, the color is your background color, and levels is, as you see, 10, 20, 80 and 90. All right, now we have the Chimoku. The settings is like this, 9952, and the colors, it should be like this. The three colors as usual should be your background color. The three last color should be your background color. All right, now the MACD. This is the MACD settings. For those that didn't see this one in last video, please see it here. The main signal, the main should be your background color, then the signal should be another color. Set it as you like. Now the window indicator 2 is the awesome oscillator. Look at it. The value up is your bullish candle, your value down is your bearish candle. Click on done. Now the last window here is for something else, for catching spike, which we will discuss in our next video, so stay tuned so you don't miss that video. All right, that is the window down. The window down here is a different strategy I'm testing right now. It is for catching spike, and it is wow, you will love it, so don't miss out. So before we start, if you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe to this channel, like the video if you like the video, comment your opinion, what you think is missing in the video, comment how you feel about the video. All right, and share with family and friends if you are glad to have this video right here. Now this is the strategy. The correction there is that, look at we trade in the market when there is a crossover of the MACD, that is the black line on the first indicator window, the black line crossing the Ichimoku, which is the purple line here. You see it crosses it over here. All right, and this one, the AO is changing to red at the other side. Even though it is in the up direction, we don't mind. Since it is changing to red and this one is crossing, we don't mind. All right, so we see we just need 5 candles, and we collect 5 candles from here, and we will exit. You see that we take our 5 before this spike happens. All right, that is the simple way it is done. Now again, you can check for other. Look at another one here. This one crossed. Let us check if it actually crossed there. Look at, it's not crossed. It did not cross. Why? Because we brought it to real life time, which is we brought it closer to the edge to see if actually it's crossed. But no, you see where it's crossed. It did not cross when it normally. So look at this one. This one crossed normally. Look at where it's crossed. Yeah, you check the crossing. You click on, you use the crossing here, and you check downward. It is on the red already. You enter 5 candles and you exit. This kind of trading is, if you don't want to experience loss, you don't want to have loss, you want to trade with total curiosity and caution. All right, but if you see another settings here, so it showed up here, it's crossed over somewhere here, and already it is on red, and you have to collect 5 candles and you exit. All right, that is how. See another one here, it's another crossing over. It's crossed over here, and this one is on red already. You collect your 5 candles and you exit. So you can always see these setups coming on your way. You can always see these setups coming on your way. Now let us assume the first window is not there. We are using the second window, which is the AO only. So because me, I do that. Human beings, we are full of impatience and indiscipline, but it sometimes gives you big loss, gives you loss if you, because the only A already, it cannot give you what you want, or because we just want to make the money fast and go away. That is why I do try to use this myself. I do try to use it sometimes, but not all the time. How do I do it? Once this thing this AO from green turns to red. Once the first green line, the first red showed up, I will enter. Look at it and see, I will enter this red here, and if I enter here, I will collect five candles, and I will exit before the spike happens. All right, this one too, you see it's entered the first red here. I should enter 5 candles and I exit. All right, so once there is a spike, this AO will change to blue, to green. Once it turns to back to red, I will enter immediately and collect. But here is the bad news. Here is the bad news. The bad news is that sometimes it does not work perfectly. It can spike without giving you what you want. All right. Now look at it. Let us see. Use here as a sample. Look at something here. This thing actually from green right here. From green here, it enters red here, but it did not give us 5 candles before a spike. Here also it came down here, entered red, but maybe you want to enter here, but look at what happened. It starts spiking, and it's not come back to that place, which means if you have a low account, your account would have been blown by now. That is why I brought the two of them together, so that you can trade with the two of them and maximize your profit with there is no loss. Let me say no loss, which is you wait for this thing to cross. See it here. Wait for the crossover of the MACD and the Ichimoku. When they cross over, look at the crossing of this one. Look at this one is already on the red button here. The red is here and the crossing is here. You enter, even though the spike cuts you small, but yet you are sure that this trade cannot do any rubbish. You enter and take 5 candles, which is $1 if you're using the lowest lot size, which is 0.2. All right, I also teach us how to reduce lot sizes. Maybe you want to trade with lot size 0.1, 0.05 and all that. I will teach you how to do that in the next video, or sometimes in the future. All right, so some another crossing is there. Something has happened there. Also another crossing has happened there. As it crosses here, look at the AO is on red already. We enter for 5 candles and take it. Now one more thing I didn't say in the last video is this. We have MA in the main chart, which is the MA 200 exponential moving average 200. That's the black line you're seeing on my charts, the thick black line. That one is working. It is also working well. How does it work? It serves as a support and resistance. When I enter a trade and the trade is coming closer to this black line, whether it is a hit or my TP or not, I need to exit it because something can happen. Look at what happened there. This market came down near this support and it spiked. This one came down near its spike. This one too came down here, about to reach it, and it spiked. So there are always an effect when the market is about to reach this that black line, the MA. All right, so you can also observe it and use it to maximize your profit. All right, to reduce loss in your trading. That's just the work. The work is just to be a support and resistance. Let's check crash 500. Yeah, crash 500. You can use this thing to trade crash 500, but 500 and all the crash and boom indices. Look at it also. You want to enter a trade, you enter it from here. This thing crossed over here, right? And this thing is already in blue, whether it is on the downside or upside. Since it is the blue, that it has turned to the green, that is your bullish color. Just enter. But it's here, it's crossed over, and this one is already on a bullish color. We'll collect 5 candles. You can take 10 candles if you have the mind, but I recommend 5. Now again, you see another crossover here. It's crossed over here. All right, crossed over here, but this thing, yes, it's crossed over at this point, and you should enter from here, but the spike caught us. Of course, this spike could not do us anything because we showed that this trade is not going to do anything to us. And look at what happened. It came up and it gave us what we wanted, just that it made our time. It gave us more timing to stay in the market. Instead of 5 minutes, we stayed longer than that. All right, so that is just how it is. All right, so this is another crossing here, but not it's not a good crossing because it is above the 20 and 10, and we trade only when it is in the 20 or below. Right, so this is it again here. See, it crossed, it went down. The MACD came down to below 10 and crossed over right here. Sorry for the this thing. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it has not. Oh, well, this is how it is used. All right, I guess you have seen it. You got how it works. Right, this is the account. I didn't trade much today. I didn't trade much today, but then this one is not small. It's not a small money share. You know, in Nigeria. All right, so this is just how simple it is. So guys, go ahead and practice this. Practice on your demo. I mean, practice on your demo so that you get the gist real well before you go live account. Now, stay tuned for our next video. If you're in love to catch spike, you want to catch spike, then stay tuned for our next video, and you'll get to know how to catch spike and maximize your profits with less losses. All right, now until then, we remain humble first. Thank you so much.